What if I told you that the way you take care of your body each day, especially the parts you don't think twice about, could be the reason you're feeling tired, achy, or even older than you really are? And what if the fix isn't in a new medicine or fancy treatment, but just a few small changes to how you clean your body? Most seniors stick to the same hygiene habits they've followed for decades. Shower, soap, shampoo, maybe brush your teeth and call it a day. But here's the uncomfortable truth. There are 5 parts of your body that most older adults either forget to clean or don't clean the right way. And this silent neglect, it's quietly draining your energy, weakening your immune system, and even raising your risk for serious problems like heart issues, infections, or poor sleep. After age 60 or 70, your skin changes, your circulation slows, your immune system becomes more sensitive, which means hygiene isn't just about staying fresh, it's a frontline defense against chronic illness and early decline. I had no idea how important this was until I spoke with a senior health specialist who opened my eyes. And once you understand these overlooked hygiene mistakes, you'll realize why feeling a little off in the morning, having stubborn body odor, getting sick often, or even feeling foggy mentally might not be just aging. It could be your daily hygiene routine working against you. But here's the good news. Fixing it is easy. You don't need any special products. You don't need to scrub for hours. You just need a few tweaks, a few targeted habits, and in return, you might feel more refreshed, balanced, and energized than you have in years. So stick with me as we reveal the 5 overlooked body parts every senior must start cleaning daily. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to do to feel fresher, protect your health, and maybe even add a few extra healthy years to your life. Let's begin with the one spot most people skip without even realizing it. The part of your body that can affect your heart, breath, taste, and more. Body part 1, your tongue, the gateway to immune health and fresh breath. Let's start with something simple, but incredibly powerful. Your tongue. Most people brush their teeth every day, maybe even floss. But the tongue? That gets ignored. And yet your tongue is like a welcome mat to the rest of your body. Everything that enters your system, from food to bacteria, touches it first. Now here's why this matters even more as you age. After 60 or 70, your mouth produces less saliva. Your immune response isn't as strong, and the thin tissue in your mouth becomes more vulnerable. If your tongue isn't cleaned properly, it can become a breeding ground for bacteria, over 700 species in fact, many of which lead to bad breath, gum infections, and even systemic issues like inflammation, heart problems, and cognitive decline. Yes, you heard that right. Studies now link poor oral hygiene, especially on the tongue, to increased risks of dementia and heart disease. Why? Because the harmful bacteria in your mouth can enter your bloodstream through tiny cuts or inflamed gums, quietly triggering inflammation throughout your body. Have you ever noticed a white or yellow coating on your tongue in the morning? That's a layer of bacteria, dead cells, and food particles. If left alone, it just builds up day after day. You might think your breath is fine, but others might notice. You might think your food just doesn't taste as good anymore, when really, your taste buds are being smothered. The solution? Tongue scraping. It takes 30 seconds. Use a tongue scraper or even a soft toothbrush and gently scrape from the back of your tongue to the front, 2 or 3 times. Do this first thing in the morning before eating or drinking anything. Rinse your mouth afterwards and you're done. Many seniors who've added this one habit say their sense of taste improves dramatically. Food becomes more flavorful again. Their breath smells fresher, and most importantly, they feel cleaner and more energized because their body isn't fighting hidden bacteria every single day. So tomorrow morning, before you reach for your coffee or breakfast, give your tongue the care it deserves. It's a small act that can make a big difference in your daily health, immunity, and confidence. Ready for the next hidden hygiene mistake? This next one supports your entire body from the ground up. Your feet. Body part 2. Your feet, the foundation of your balance, mobility, and independence. Your feet do more than just carry you from room to room. They are your connection to the world. Every step, every movement, every moment of stability starts at your feet. Yet for many older adults, foot care is the last thing on their hygiene checklist. A quick rinse in the shower, maybe some lotion, and that's it. But here's the truth. Ignoring your feet can quietly rob you of your mobility, increase your risk of falls, and even lead to serious complications like infections or nerve damage. Here's why this matters more than ever after the age of 60 or 70. Circulation slows down, the skin on your feet becomes thinner and more prone to cracks, and your immune system is no longer as efficient at fighting off infections. If your feet are dry, swollen, or sore, and you ignore those signs, it could be a warning that something deeper is going on in your body. Take, for example, conditions like peripheral neuropathy. This often starts with numbness or tingling in the toes and can quietly progress until your balance is compromised. You might not feel small injuries, which can worsen without you realizing. For people with diabetes or poor circulation, even a minor cut between the toes can turn into a serious infection. But it's not just about health risks. Think about how foot pain limits your daily joy. If you can't walk comfortably, you miss walks with loved ones, gardening, or even standing confidently in your own kitchen. So what's the fix? Daily foot care. And it's simpler than you think. Start by washing your feet thoroughly with warm, not hot water and mild soap. Use a soft washcloth, not just to wash the soles, but also in between your toes. That's where bacteria love to hide. Then dry your feet completely, especially between the toes. Leaving even a little moisture can lead to fungal infections like athlete's foot. Once they're dry, inspect your feet. Look for redness, swelling, or new spots. If anything doesn't look right, don't wait. Talk to your doctor. Catching problems early can save you from much worse issues later. Finally, moisturize the tops and soles of your feet, but never between the toes. That area needs to stay dry to avoid fungal growth. And if your nails are thick, discolored, or curling, don't ignore them. That's often a sign of fungus or poor circulation. One small routine, just 5 minutes a day, can protect your independence, balance, and comfort. Your feet are your foundation. Treat them like the precious tools they are. Up next, a part of your body that most people only associate with odor, but that's only part of the story. Let's talk about your armpits. Body part 3. Your armpits, more than just a spot for deodorant. When you think of personal hygiene, your underarms might not strike you as a critical zone beyond applying deodorant. But for elderly individuals, maintaining clean and healthy armpits is far more important than simply preventing odor. Your underarms house a dense network of lymph nodes, vital components of your immune system. These nodes help filter toxins and support your body's natural defenses. But when sweat, bacteria, and product residue are allowed to build up in this sensitive area, it can quietly disrupt your health. With age, your skin becomes thinner and more prone to irritation. Residue from deodorants and antiperspirants can clog pores and trap bacteria, leading to redness, rashes, and even painful abscesses. For those with compromised immunity or conditions like diabetes, the risk of skin infections increases dramatically. Even more concerning, chronic inflammation and blocked lymphatic drainage in this area may slow down the body's ability to flush toxins, placing unnecessary stress on your immune system. Proper armpit hygiene isn't complicated, but it requires more than a quick rinse. Here's how to do it right. Use warm water to gently open pores. Apply mild, unscented soap and use soft circular motions with a washcloth or your hand. Don't scrub aggressively. Gentle is effective. Rinse thoroughly to make sure no soap residue is left behind. Pat dry completely with a clean towel. Moisture that lingers can create the perfect environment for bacterial growth. Avoid putting deodorant on damp skin. Let your underarms air out for a few minutes before applying any products. Many seniors who've struggled with recurring underarm rashes or odor notice a remarkable improvement after adopting these simple changes. Not only does the skin become calmer and healthier, but your lymph nodes also get to function without interference. Remember, your armpits aren't just a place that sweats. They're a vital detox zone. Keep them clean, dry, and free from harsh buildup to support your skin and immune health from the inside out. Body part 4, your nose, the breathing filter that needs cleaning too. Every single day we take nearly 20,000 breaths, yet most people never think twice about how clean their nose actually is. For elderly individuals, this silent oversight can have real health consequences. Your nose isn't just a passage for air. It's your body's first line of defense against airborne invaders like dust, allergens, bacteria, and pollutants. But when the inside of your nose gets dry, clogged, or inflamed due to age or poor hygiene, that defense weakens. As we grow older, nasal tissues become more sensitive, and mucus production changes. If you don't actively clear your nasal passages, particles can build up, leading to congestion, sinus infections, or even reduced oxygen intake. And here's something many seniors experience but don't connect to nasal health: chronic fatigue, headaches, and foggy thinking. Why? Because if your brain isn't getting enough clean oxygen during sleep or throughout the day, your entire body can feel the impact. Cleaning your nose might sound uncomfortable, but it's a gentle, effective habit that takes just minutes a day. Here's how. Start with a quick rinse in the morning. Splashing warm water around your nostrils helps remove dried mucus and dust that collected overnight. Use a saline nasal spray. A simple over-the-counter saline solution helps flush out irritants and moisturizes dry nasal tissues. Try steam inhalation. Breathe in steam from a warm shower or bowl of hot water with a towel over your head to loosen mucus and ease breathing. Adding a drop or two of eucalyptus oil can add a soothing touch. Blow your nose correctly. Always clear one nostril at a time using a soft tissue. Blowing too hard can actually push mucus deeper into your sinuses and make inflammation worse. Apply a touch of natural oil. In dry weather, especially during winter or in air-conditioned homes, rub a tiny amount of coconut oil or vitamin E just inside your nostrils to keep them from cracking or becoming sore. Elderly people often live with mild but constant congestion, not realizing that daily nasal hygiene could be the answer. Just ask James, a 70-year-old who used to wake up stuffy and drained every morning. Once he made nasal cleaning a habit, he said it felt like his entire face opened up, and he started each day clearer, more energetic, and headache-free. Breathing well is living well. Keep your nose clean and your airways open, and you'll notice the difference not just in how you feel, but in how you sleep, think, and move through your day. Body part 5, your belly button, the forgotten crevice that deserves daily care. It might surprise you, but one of the most commonly ignored areas on the human body, especially for elderly individuals, is the belly button. This small, hidden crevice often escapes daily hygiene routines, yet it can quietly collect sweat, dead skin cells, lint, and even bacteria. And over time, that buildup doesn't just create a musty odor. It can lead to skin irritation, fungal infections, or even small abscesses if left unchecked. As we age, our skin becomes more delicate, and our immune system doesn't fight off infections as quickly as it used to. That's why paying attention to small hygiene practices like cleaning your belly button becomes more than just about feeling fresh. It becomes a way to protect your overall health. So how do you clean it properly? During your shower, gently use a soft washcloth or a cotton swab dipped in warm water and mild soap to clean inside the navel. Be gentle. Your belly button isn't made to be scrubbed hard. Rinse it thoroughly with warm water to remove any soap residue, which can cause dryness or irritation if left behind. Once clean, pat it dry with a soft towel. Moisture left inside the navel can invite bacteria or fungus. If your belly button tends to get especially sweaty or has a lingering odor, consider applying a tiny dab of witch hazel on a cotton swab to help keep it clean and balanced. Now, if you have a belly button piercing, even one from decades ago, it's worth being extra cautious. Jewelry can trap bacteria, and a healed piercing hole can still be a breeding ground for germs. Clean around the area daily and be sure it's completely dry afterward. Jane, a 78-year-old retiree, was always puzzled by a faint smell she couldn't seem to get rid of, until she learned that her belly button needed regular attention. I had no idea it could trap so much, she shared. But after just a few days of including it in my routine, the smell disappeared and my skin felt healthier. It's such a small step, but like so many things in elderly wellness, it's the little daily habits that add up to big changes in comfort, hygiene, and confidence. So the next time you're in the shower, don't skip your belly button. A clean, healthy core starts right at the center. Final thoughts. So there you have it. 5 overlooked body parts that could quietly be affecting your health more than you ever realized. Your tongue, your feet, your underarms, your nasal passages, and yes, even your belly button. These aren't just hygiene tips. They're daily habits that support your immune system, improve circulation, reduce infections, and help you feel fresher, more energized, and more confident every single day. And the best part? They take just a few minutes. Because here's the truth. Aging doesn't have to mean feeling uncomfortable, sluggish, or always one step behind your health. It just means being more intentional. Listening to your body, giving a little more attention to the places that don't usually get it. These small efforts can create a big ripple effect, not just in how you feel, but in how you live. So take a moment and think, which one of these 5 habits can you start today? Maybe it's a tongue scraper. Maybe it's finally tossing out that old pair of socks and treating your feet with the care they deserve. Or maybe it's just giving your underarms a little more love and your sinuses a little more room to breathe. It's not about perfection, it's about awareness. These small, consistent habits can help you sleep better, breathe easier, move more freely, and feel more like yourself again. If this video helped you discover something new or reminded you of something important, give it a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're here to help you live stronger, healthier, and happier at every age. And now I'd love to hear from you. What was the most surprising tip in today's video? Drop it in the comments below and let's start a conversation. Thanks for watching and take good care of yourself. You deserve it.